So since we started Two Cooks in the Kitchen in the middle of a raging pandemic, this has never happened before, but here it is, the very first inaugural Two Cooks in the Kitchen road trip.
Yes!
Our first stop on our fabulous road trip to wine country is Silver Oak in Healdsburg. This is a wine that's generally speaking out of our price range. We're not really going to buy a whole bunch of this and drink it. In fact, we hardly ever get to drink this wine. So tasting here will be an opportunity to treat ourselves to a little something special, and we'll just enjoy ourselves. So our tasting this morning is a 2016 Alexander Valley Cab, a 2016 Napa Cab, and a 2008 Alexander Valley Cab. These are just all really delicious. I'm just getting into the 2008 here, and I'm really liking it a lot. Kelly really enjoyed the Alexander Valley Cab quite a bit. We've also had a Sauvignon Blanc that was just absolutely fabulous.
Toomey, though.
And yes, Toomey, which is the sister winery. And some Pinots, a Pinot from Anderson Valley and a Pinot from Alexander Valley.
They're completely
Also
different.
Really good. Yeah, both very different. So yes, it's a lot of fun. Recommend it to you next time you're in Healdsburg. We stopped for lunch at Willie's. I got to have this Raffinelli Zinfandel, one of my favorites. The scallops is a beautiful dish at Willie's always, and this sole with the almonds was great. Our next stop was Journeyman Meats to pick up some of these delicious sausages that they make here in-house. Right, so our second wine appointment of the day is at Sabregia, maybe. We're going to find out how to pronounce it. We have no idea. We've never been here before. But if you look out here, it's got a beautiful view of the Dry Creek Valley. Look at that. That's fantastic. So we're going to enjoy a wine tasting here, and we'll let you know how it goes. So these wines here at Sabregia are really nice. I'm currently drinking a $180 cab from Napa, and it is just full and fruity and has a glorious finish. This is, if we were in Napa, this wine would be much more expensive and probably wouldn't get to taste it. We're just about done with wrapping up our tasting here, and we're going to head to Healdsburg and see what kind of mischief we can cause there. So we're here at Duke's on the Healdsburg Plaza having a little cocktail before our dinner reservation. I'm having a margarita. Kelly's having a, what's it called?
Barely legal.
Barely legal.
That's some kind of pineapple vodka drink.
Totally fitting. So cheers. Cheers. So we moved over to Spoon Bar. We've got some more lovely cocktails. Let's see what you have, Kelly.
I'm scared to move it.
Oh, look how pretty that is.
See that? Yeah, that's my Sleeping Beauty.
And I'm having a Go Green, which I forget what it has in it, but it's going to be delicious. I just know it. So there you go. So this is the most beautiful Mexican food I've had in a long time.
I think it's something that
Well, it's more like Latin fusion. This is a pork with a beautiful bean sauce, some kind of pickled onion. It's just totally delicious. It's beautiful.
Let me just get a picture of this, because this is, that's the pork.
That's the pork, yeah.
I don't even know what all we got.
And we did the same thing with the beef one over there.
Which is just like remnants of my
But it's
plate.
served on these beautiful little blue corn tortillas. It's just excellent. And can dip it in, get a bite. And that's just fantastic.
So here it is, day 2, Saturday, of the Cooks Out on an Adventure. We're pretty happy that we found this trail. It's Foss Creek Trail that leads basically from a block away from our hotel to downtown Healdsburg. It's only 6 a.m. so we are headed over to get some much needed coffee at our only option here in Starbucks at the little shopping center. So also getting about a mile of walking in, but this is a lovely trail. We came home this way last night. There's a couple little interesting art installations along here. It's well lit, so we stayed along here last night after a lot of good food and tequila, and it felt really safe. It's pretty cool.
So day 2 of our road trip, we're starting off here at the Geyserville Sculpture Garden, or Sculpture, I don't know, trail or something. But look at all these just crazy sculptures. Some of these you see from the highway, but there's a lot more going on here that you don't see. So we're going to walk through and check them all out. So our morning drinking is going to start at Trentadue Winery. This is really a beautiful place. I think we'll get married here. But what we're seeing on the vines here is we've got baby grapes. That's baby wine right there. Can't wait. It's going to be delicious. You can tell already. And yeah, take a look at these grounds. It's just absolutely beautiful. And so this was one of the recommendations when we asked where we should go. So we're gonna check it out and see what's what.
And start drinking at 10 a.m.
And start drinking at 10, yeah. So this winery is also known somewhat for their ports. And so I have here a 2011 Zinfandel port. It's really pretty good. It's sweet, as it should be. Very, very fruity. This is a pretty nice little port too. We've enjoyed almost all the wines that we've tasted here, and we've got a few more ports to go through, and then we'll be done.
And we should probably point out that their prices are pretty good compared to
Actually,
what we did yesterday, where it was $100 bottles if you bought it.
Yep. Yeah, these are right around $30 for most of the wines, a little under for some of them.
And inexpensive tasting too.
Yeah, pretty inexpensive tasting. 15 bucks for the wine tasting and $10 for the port tasting. That's pretty good for 5 wines. It's pretty good. The rest of Saturday was another wonderful lunch at Willie's. I had the crab tacos. And then we did a new release tasting at Dry Creek Vineyards, where we're club members. And then we went on to some more cocktails at Duke's before a rather odd tasting at Williamson Wines. And we finished up the evening at Bravas de Tapas with delicious cocktails and good food. So our last morning in Healdsburg, we decided we'd hike up Nancy's Hill Trail and
Nancy's Ridge.
some sort of Healdsburg open space protected area with hiking trails, so it's great. Behind me you see a view of the beautiful Russian River Valley with all of its many grapes. You can see East Side Road, West Side Road. It's just gorgeous down there. We're going to finish up our hike here and then head back home. So we're here overlooking Lake Mendocino, just north of Ukiah. We're trying to kill a little time to see if maybe our winemaker friend Cesar Toski will show up at his winery today and we can visit with him. But look at how dry this lake is. This is it's May 16th and this lake is dry, very dry. This is going to be one heck of a drought year for California. And the grapes, you know, where are they going to get their water? Who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe the stress will make some really interesting wines this year.
There you go.
We'll see. Right, the first two cooks road trip is over. We made it back home safe and sound with a car full of wine from Sonoma County. We also stopped at Home Depot because we don't have one up here and picked up a flower pot, so that'll be cool. We've got another road trip coming up in a month. We'll tell you more about that later, but for now, thanks for watching Two Cooks in the Kitchen, and we'll see you next time.